My name is Martin Klaassen and welcome to another interview session with the virtual lighting design community. My guest now is Regina Santos. Welcome, Regina.
Hi.
Could you give our viewers a bit of a background of who you are and where you're based and what you do in your daily life?
Well, I'm Regina Santos, founder and design director of Light Fusion. My background is basically industrial design, architecture, and then my master in lighting design. And I'm based in Dubai for the past nearly 13 years.
Yeah, long time.
So the company was founded here as well after many years already working in the region. And yeah, this is the base.
Okay, cool. Now, you're here participating in this event. You're part of a panel in the Light Talks, I believe, and also part of the judges for the awards. So tell us a little bit about that. What is your role and what are you going to present also and talk about during the discussions?
Well, today basically we're closing the judging of the products. So there's several rounds on the judging of the products. And the first round was already before, like virtually. We were reviewing all of them. And tomorrow it will be the Light Talks. So tomorrow will be...
Exciting, yeah.
Yes. It's a very exciting, actually, panel discussion. So
and the subject that you're going to...
It's actually the future of lighting. So artificial intelligence and blockchain and all of this smart systems today that are being promised to us as well.
Yes.
And so many things are happening. And light, I think, has evolved so much. It's all electronics and now the controls and all of these things that are being presented. But then the thing is actually, how are they being integrated? Right? Because I often am on site and then you see several things happening. So how are these promises actually coming to life? So this I think will be the interesting part of our discussion tomorrow.
Yeah. They're saying like the future is already here. We look at it, but it's actually already here. But how do we use that and how can we integrate that? Which leads me to my next question, that the three themes that run through this event are innovative lighting design, the future of sustainability, and seamless integration. And I think specifically that last part applies to what you will be discussing as well. But can you give me your views on those three themes and how do you think that affects our daily life as within the lighting and you as a lighting designer?
Well, the first point of innovation, I think that we're all craving for new things. Right, it's seeing what's out there that we are using. How can these things be better without necessarily customization? So there are different manufacturers producing different things, and so what is coming now that is actually new? How are they evolving on the process of creating the products that they're presenting to us today? So this is the part of innovation that actually is an important part on the review of the products.
But an important one.
Yes. Sustainability is no need to say how important that is, but the thing is that sometimes it's an understatement because we already consider that in the design process of our projects, but then also in the products, seeing how this is being addressed in the development of the products is also interesting. But I believe that everybody can still go a step further. Like, okay, are the manufacturers interested in taking back their fixtures in end of life?
But I think the technology also allows it to move further.
Yeah, exactly. So now I think there's more of a conscious movement to that started a bit as not a trend, but sustainability started to become such a buzzword that then everybody wanted to be sustainable. And then, explaining how their products or the projects are sustainable. But then now it's like, okay, besides the trend or the marketing part, like what actions are actually being taken for sustainability. So this is the thing that I believe we're going to start to see, like the actual actions of sustainability. Okay. And the last point that you mentioned about seamless integration, this is, I think this is one of the points that we suffer the most at site.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah, because one of the first things that the contractor do is like throw away the installation manual, and then things just don't have. But the seamless being seamless, I think, is like how is the product serving the project in a way that is almost that a 4-year-old could assemble. That could be easy for the installer to use, for the client to be using as well, and that the process from specification, putting that in the design and actually implementing that would create a smooth process.
I think there's also the issue of different brands maybe not compatible. So this integration is also about creating a level platform where it all sort of, the connectivity is there, which right now is sometimes a bit complicated, I understand.
It is complicated because in the end, even products from different manufacturers with the same color temperature are not equal. Because they have different hues of 3000
Exactly,
So it starts from there up to other points, like, okay, now everybody is offering, for example, Kasambi, right, as a tool for wireless connectivity. But then if you have a large project with a huge control schedule, like how are you actually implementing that? So I think that we see so much possibility, but actually seeing that being implemented, in fact, in the projects is the challenge that we are going through. It's like, okay, how are we solving the problems so that we can evolve on that process?
Well, talk about solving the problems. We now have entered like the post-pandemic time of our life after having, lived through 2 or 3 years of COVID. I believe that has changed many people's lives, not only the way they live, but also the way they work. Has that affected you in any way? Are you doing things differently today than you did pre-COVID?
Definitely.
Yeah? Tell me a bit about that.
During COVID, well, at some point everybody had to work from home. Right, so I think that there was such a beautiful opening of all the platforms to everybody all over the world. So you don't need to be present to learn something, like the platform is open. So I can see a lecture from the UK, from Europe, from the States, from anywhere, and actually you can. I think the access to education improved a lot, and also understanding the tools of communicating with your team remotely, doing the markups of your drawings, like becoming paperless, right? Because now everything is digital. You're marking up and you're communicating with someone that is not sitting across the room from you necessarily. So all of this, I think, was a huge leap, a growth, I think, for everybody. So that was good, and it's something, it's a knowledge that we keep, right? We keep on using these digital platforms to work today.
So you're based here. Do you think there's a difference between how COVID has impacted the region, the Middle East region, compared to how it has affected the world itself, or do you think it's more or less the same?
I believe so. We were actually also in the middle of Expo, right? So Expo was even postponed so that we could pass through this period of COVID, and no one knew how long it was going to take. And I think the government took quite some strong actions to reduce the spread, and the testings were constant. You could not travel to Abu Dhabi without having a PCR test. There was a level of control, and they also, I believe here, they were one of the first ones to open the country to traveling and to others. So I think it was quite different in a way.
Yeah, okay. Now, we mentioned the virtual world. We've got this sticker here, our virtual lighting design community who are partnering with Light Middle East here. I've explained you a little bit about what we stand for, what we're doing. What are your thoughts about what this platform can do for our community?
I think it's amazing because, as we were discussing about COVID just now, it's like having a platform that is helping spread the word of lighting, that is helping educate and exchange ideas, and just it's a platform for communication, for knowledge, for exchange of thoughts, of innovation and technology. So
all the things we discussed. All the things we discussed.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. No, I'm very excited with the platform.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Now, I would like to round up with getting your thoughts and what is it that drives Regina every day? What is your passion, or what is it that you would like to see happening in this world that maybe hasn't happened yet?
Oh boy.
Where do you start?
Start with peace.
Yeah.
Well, what drives me, I think it's, I think we all crave knowledge, right? To know how we can do better, how we can improve our way of working, how we can learn new things, all in the little time that we have. Like the day is only 24 hours and you need to handle so many things, but so many things are coming up and so many new technologies, new ways of doing things. So I believe that education is always a point that drives me, because we are learning things every day. So sometimes you're craving, like, oh, I would like to do things in that way. And then there's a road to getting there. So bringing these ideas and implementing them on our day-to-day projects, I think that that is the exciting part. We're always creating.
Anything that Regina craves? Like, I wish this would happen in our business or world, or...
I think we're already working on it, like by means of communication. I think that the business, we are all colleagues, right, from different companies. So like opening the communication and helping each other understand how we can achieve different things and do better. I think that is something that I crave professionally, like besides wanting to implement and learn new things. But yeah, I think that there are great ideas out there that we want to use and implement. And this drive is, I think, what keeps me excited about lighting.
Regina, thanks for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you so much. Thank you.